As we approach E3 2018, and actually I should just say as we approach the release of Red Dead Redemption 2, more questionable leaks are starting to pop up. And today I want to sort through some of these quote-unquote leaks and discuss their validity and what they mean. Rockstar Games has been handling Red Dead Redemption 2 much differently than their previous games, with one example being preview events months before launch, and based on some of the questionable information being spread around right now, E3 2018 may actually be when we get some new information on this year's biggest game. But nonetheless, if you're not already subscribed, consider doing so, as I have and will continue to break down everything Red Dead Redemption 2 related, but also make sure to get geared up for this upcoming Western by getting the popular Red Moon or Wanted shirt designs. If you're interested in getting these Red Dead themed t-shirts or any of the other designs, there will be a link in the description as well. To start, there is some news that we need to discuss, and this comes from Rockstar Games' parent company Take-Two Interactive, who once again confirmed no more delays. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick appearing on Mad Money and saying the following:
"You gave an actual explicit date for Red Dead Redemption. Risky to do that?"
Hand on heart, it's October 26th.
Now, I want people to understand, this is a studio. Two brothers actually do the great work at the studio, and they're artists, and the last thing you're going to do is tell an artist what to do and when it's due. So they've told you that it's good.
That's right. When I said hand on heart, it's over 1,000 people at Rockstar Games with their hands on their heart.
I know some people still have been worried, but it seems that October 26th is the day, and there won't be a third delay that some have been fearing. There's also been some questions about how many people are actually involved on Red Dead Redemption 2, and Strauss Zelnick's comments make it seem that at least 1,000 people are working on the game right now. But now, every single year, it feels there's always rumors about Rockstar Games appearing at E3, but this year, it's a little different, with Rockstar themselves announcing new information and our first details on the special editions of the game coming in June. Considering that Sony and Rockstar have a partnership for Red Dead Redemption 2 in which PlayStation 4 players will get online content first, many believe we may actually see something on Sony's E3 stage, which their showcase takes place Monday, June 11th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So with all that said, there have been numerous documents floating around claiming that Rockstar Games will show its first gameplay of Red Dead Redemption 2 at Sony's event, even one of the documents saying it would be on the Xbox stage. Guess that was a dumb mistake by whoever made it. Anyway, clearly this is all fake, but you'd be surprised how often people are fooled by stuff like this, and right now, some of the other information on these documents is being spread as fact, which honestly just means many are going to be disappointed when E3 comes about and a Fallout 5 is not announced. Now I will add, like I mentioned in a previous video, I still think there's a good chance in some way Red Dead Redemption 2 is shown. It could just be the third trailer shown again, which happened last year, with the second trailer at a different Sony conference. Or it could be something new. So while Rockstar Games doesn't necessarily show up to these events, new stuff involving their games does. And while I'm not expecting gameplay to be shown, I do think this could be when we get announcements on these special editions of the game. But that's just speculation, and I just can't see any massive new footage or gameplay being presented. Rockstar typically does not like sharing the spotlight with big announcements. So that isn't the only leak going around right now. There's another one that surfaced the other day coming from YouTuber Iru399. There will be a link in the description to his channel, who claims to have a media source that got to see a brand new demo of Red Dead Redemption 2 along with other journalists at Rockstar Games. He claims his source did sign an NDA, but still wanted to share some information on what they saw. For the most part, I will say the stuff that he does share, which is largely details on NPC interactions and how heists work, is reasonable and does make sense. So first, with heists, he claims it's not like Grand Theft Auto 5 in which you have to do this huge preparation of collecting certain items before finally starting the heist. It's more of you walk up to a gang member and a plan for a train robbery may come up in the conversation the two of you are having, which there is still some planning and decision making of how you'll do it, but you'll essentially choose which gang members you want helping you do this robbery, and then they'll give their opinion. If they have doubts, they'll make sure it's known. If they're happy about the robbery plan, then they'll make their excitement known. Now what's interesting that Iru399 claims is that during the mission, there is not a "you failed" screen if a certain aspect of the robbery goes wrong. The robbery continues on and you have to adapt to what went wrong, whether that may be being one of your gang members dying or falling off his horse before he could get on the train and help rob it. Whatever they were supposed to do for this robbery, maybe that was blowing open a safe, you'll have to do it now, which in a way introduces non-linear gameplay and does seem to fit Rockstar's mission to make Red Dead Redemption 2 as realistic and immersive as possible. It is noted that you can still fail if everything goes wrong and the robbery is not pulled off. Your gang members will react accordingly. Some will have maybe lost respect for you, in which the negative impact is you may not be asked to take part in a big robbery until you earn their respect back. Now secondly, with NPC interactions, it's claimed that this source had Arthur Morgan walk into a shop and he approaches the shopkeeper and multiple dialogue options are presented. You can obviously shop, say hello, intimidate him, or rob him, and depending on the decision you make, the other NPCs around you will react. So if you try starting a fight, the marshal will be notified by another NPC of what's going on and he will intervene before it turns deadly. This is something that we heard previously in some of the other previews for the game, but apparently in this demo, Arthur tries robbing the shop and by coincidence another Dutch's gang member is in the shop, which probably means the gang is much bigger than we expected, and the gang member will take Arthur's side and help him, but that depends on Arthur's reputation with the gang. If his reputation is, I guess you could say, bad, the member may run away and choose not to help. Anyway, back to this scenario, the robbery continues, the marshal comes in and tries to defuse the situation, but Arthur shoots him. And the shopkeeper does have options as well, he can fight back if he wants to, but in this scenario, he lets Arthur rob the shop. And in some scenarios, it seems you'll need explosives or this shopkeeper to open the safe. Then it's also mentioned again that NPCs react to everything going on. If it starts to snow, they'll react to that and maybe close shop because of the conditions. So this again all should be taken with a grain of salt as this is a leak. Everything said does make sense, but it's not coming from Rockstar Games directly. But I will say this does seem to be more details of stuff we just learned about, showing possibly how far heists and NPC interactions can go, which honestly excites me because it seriously seems like this game could feature a lot of replayability. Anyway, June is quickly approaching and soon we will have much more information to discuss. So thank you for watching. Make sure to share your thoughts in the comment section on everything that we discussed today. Also make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and consider subscribing for more videos like this. Turn notifications on so you don't miss out on any Red Dead Redemption 2 videos to come, and remember, Outlaws to the end.